Welcome back to Disney Springs Day 2. Today we're going to be flying high in a balloon, taking a ride in a boat car, and eating some warm Mickey beignets. Let's go.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
Well, we're all checked out. I just wanted to do a quick rundown on the hotel before we head back to Disney Springs. Overall, I was pretty impressed. This is a nice hotel. I was a little disappointed with the parking fee because to me that's just another cash grab, but that may be the industry standard. So I'm going to give this hotel a solid 3 out of 5. I mean, the room was really nice. I'm going to give it credit for that. And the bathrooms were big, but other than that, the rest are all cons. I mean, obviously the charge for parking, which brought the price up quite a bit more. And then you figure per night, you're right in that Disney value resort range. And honestly, that's going to give you the better transportation, as this place only offers transportation to Epcot and Universal Studios. Another con was parking, not just paying for it, but we got in late and we had to park around back. It was rather dark and sketchy. And it was unsecured, unlike on resort. I do miss the rock stations in Florida. 101.1. I got some Aussie going. All right, head to Disney Springs and we'll pick back up there. Y'all might remember this view from last night. We are back. And it is, I mentioned this in my previous Disney video, that this place looks totally different during the day than it does at night because, you know, you have all the night lights. But they both are unique, but we're here. And that's the line for Gideon's. So I think we're gonna pass on the cookies, or maybe try them before we leave today. Maybe that line won't be quite as bad, but that's crazy. I mean, I know they're good cookies, but good God, they are not that good. I mean, what kind of addiction do you have to wait in a line like that? This is crazy. It's like, say hi, crazy people. And the Aerophile is up. So we are heading that way. Well, we are at the ticket counter. As you see, it's $25 for ages 10 and up. And yeah, but see Disney Springs from the air. And you fly up to 400 feet. All right, let's do this. was awesome. So it's just neat because you can see all of Orlando area, and yeah, not just Disney Springs, but yeah, you saw the Epcot Ball and the Tower of Terror, this contemporary resort. So I like to do that again, but this time I know which side to go on. When you get on this thing, go left, and that way you get more views of the resort area. All right, we're gonna go try to ride, get one of those car boat rides. And that's the car.
Number 2, find a hoop, find a hoop.
Car number 8.
Are you ready?
Alright, it's car boat riding time.
Harbor Master's Light 8 Splashy.
Got our guy here.
Want to start off strong. Take 2 steps forward.
So you are riding in a genuine vintage Amphicar. This is not a replica. This is not something that Disney dreamt up. These cars were made in Germany in the 60s by the Amphicar company. This car you are riding in was made in 1964. Still has its original motor, which is a Triumph Herald engine. It's a 4-cylinder, 4-speed, with a whopping 43 horsepower.
Wow.
In the little more than 7 years that the company was in business, they made almost 4,000 of these cars. Today, less than 400 are known to still exist in the world.
Wow.
We have 8 of them here at the boathouse that we maintain and rotate in and out of service. Originally, these cars were marketed as the Model 770 because they did 7 knots on the water and 70 miles an hour on land. And they were not particularly popular when they first came out. Obviously, it's a bit of a narrow market.
Yeah, that's amazing.
They were quite expensive. For just $900 more, you could own a Corvette Stingray. Many more people opted for the Stingray. But consider this. You could only drive your Stingray into a lake once, and it would be rather expensive. So if you look to the right, you'll see a giant dinosaur skeleton. That is the T-Rex restaurant. Yes, I know that's not a T-Rex, it's a Brontosaurus, but they didn't consult me first.
Nice.
The volcano in front of us at the Rainforest Cafe erupts every half hour. Flames shoot out of the mountain from several different places. Boat in front of us is actually not a boat at all. It is a building in the shape of a boat. That is the Paddlefish restaurant. Very nice seafood restaurant. They have dining on all 3 levels. property across the lake, which you are seeing a very small piece of. It is almost a half a mile square. That is Saratoga Springs. They are timeshare villas and homes, part of the Disney Vacation Club. Now these big boats that you see crossing here in front of us, these are free ferries that go between Disney Springs and 6 different Disney resorts that are upstream. Each boat goes to a different resort. You do not need to be a guest of a resort to get on a boat and take a ride up and visit a resort. If you choose to do that, just make sure you get on the right boat, otherwise you're in for a round trip. So the birds that you see here, these are limpkin, L-I-M-P-K-I-N.
Limpkins.
And what you're seeing there is about a half a dozen juveniles and 1 adult.
Wow.
The adult is wading into the water and she will dig for mussels. And then she takes it over to the shore and pries it out of the shell. Now the body of water that we're on is Lake Buena Vista.
Okay.
It is a man-made lake, normally 11 to 12 feet deep. Although as you look at the shoreline, you can see we're over a foot low from where we would normally be. Just haven't gotten the rains yet. In the lake, we've got fish, turtles, frogs, snakes, no alligators. And we like it that way.
Yeah. And that's the ride, guys. This is the Village Causeway. So we're gonna go head on, try to get on one of the boats to the French Quarter and track down some beignets, some Mickey beignets. This is the pool. That's pretty awesome. So I had to get a shot of that pool. That's pretty cool. This whole area though is just beautiful. And I know it's, the design of this is probably very similar to some of the other buildings of the resorts with the exterior entrance, but it still looks pretty amazing. Love the moss on the trees, and you know, they give you that whole atmosphere. So take a look around.
But Mum did this year, and I were the only two of the kids that had.
So we have found the beignets, and we're gonna, let's grab a couple of those and sit down and relax for a little bit. Warm beignets. Now I've heard these are amazing, so I'm just gonna go for it. Okay. The beignet, first bite, first time ever. I've heard they're just amazing. They really are. Definitely a must-do at Disney. Yeah, the powder definitely got me off guard. It exploded all over me. But they are amazing. Yep. I'm gonna kill this and we'll get back to it. Now to do our trip to Port Orleans. And if you're gonna do any filming, don't sit at the back of the boat where the engine is. All right, back at it. Bye everybody, or nobody. Ah, yes, a beautiful day. And we're gonna little pass by Disney Springs. Looks like that balloon's going back up. That's where we had dinner. Right behind that door. Right there. Awesome view last night. So as usual, Gideon's always eludes us. There is a 3-hour virtual queue wait. So now you have to get on a virtual queue to just get inside. And we don't have 3 hours, as we, you know. That's one of the downsides to one of these quick trips. You may not get, you know, some of the stuff you want, but it happens. Oh well, maybe next time. All right, a little last stop off for some spicy pizza and some Hawaiian pizza. All right, that's gonna close out this video for Disney Springs. Got my pupcakes. Always gotta leave here and think about the dogs. Even though this is like, we really don't have the room in our bags for this. I did buy a shopping bag from Disney, so I'm hoping that will be considered our carry-on and they'll accept that, because I'm going to try to put my bag that I brought with me that's small inside the shopping bag, and we'll see. But let's go check out that flight back and close this video out for good. But that's it for Disney Springs. And no Gideons, they won't even mail cookies anymore, so if we were to go get cookies, if I wanted that, I just really wanted to try that cookie. But the only way to do it is to live here, so, or come back. Maybe we'll come back this month. All right. So long, Disney Springs. Boy, did we get out of there in time. Hey, don't cut me off. Oh, wow. Yep. Like, we're on the way to the airport now. So, yeah, I'd say that's perfect timing. All right, so we're back at the car rental. Car is turned in, and that was our car right there. Had little Nissan. All right, now we're heading back to the airport. made it back. And that was a good flight. I honestly, of this entire trip, that airline is the winner. All right, we're not home yet until we paid for parking. So let's see how much this parking cost. So I think now is a good time to just talk about all the expenses. Now, parking ended up being $16. It was $8 per day, and we were there over a 24-hour period. So still a pretty good deal compared to those private lots around Philadelphia. Now, the flight itself all depends on when you book, and that's what's kind of tricky with a Velo. We booked when the flights were only $49 each way, but I did notice that in June, the prices skyrocket. So they will be making a majority of their money during the summer. That $49 is just your getting on the aircraft. You still have to pay for a seat. Now, seats can range anywhere from $11 well over $70. It just depends on where on the aircraft you sit. You want to sit up front, you're going to pay a premium. If you carry a bag, that's $43 each way. If you check a bag, it's around $40 each way. So my suggestion is to pack light. You are allowed one personal item that fits within that 14 by 9.5 by 9, but that's what we did. We just packed light because we were only going for, overnight. If you're only going for a few days, though, that's my suggestion. Pack light and beat the system. Now, the hotel, as I mentioned before, $152.24, including that parking expense. Again, you can find some a bit cheaper. I thought this price was good until I saw that I was going to have to pay, because there are other hotels in that 150 range that would have been a little bit nicer. Now, the car was only $36.85. I didn't add any additional insurance on there. I just took a gamble on it. But I would not suggest this car company. And the main reason being they are off airport. So in other words, you have to go look for a bus to take you downtown to wherever their lot is. And then, of course, it was really busy. So my suggestion is go with one of the major rental companies that are on the airport site so that you get your car right at the airport, drive to your location, and drive right back. It saves you a lot of time. I think that's going to close this one out, guys. We had a blast. I hope you had a blast going with us, and I hope I've helped you plan your future trip. Again, get out there and see some stuff. All right, till the next one. Peace.